3 years after Britain officially left the EU, fishermen are still furious over the deal agreed by then Prime Minister Boris Johnson. UK fishermen have lashed out at the government and accused it of betrayal over broken Brexit promises, with European vessels still allowed to run riot in British waters. Former Prime Minister Boris Johnson and his Conservative Party government had promised fishermen they would be fully protected in the event of any trade deal with the European Union. This was signed at the 11th hour on December 30, 2020 with fishing rights, which had been a major bone of contention in often bitter negotiations between the two sides, one of the last issues to be resolved. But 3 years after the UK officially left the bloc, fishermen are furious over what they view as a betrayal and broken promises from the Tories. Barry Des, Chief Executive of National Federation of Fishermen's Organisations, told Express, "The trade and cooperation agreement was a huge disappointment to most in the fishing industry because it fell very far short of the promises that had been made by Boris Johnson and Lord Frost. There was that initial shock, disappointment and frustration that having been promised so much, so little was delivered. The quota shares we receive are very far away from what a normal coastal state might expect. The changes were marginal and mostly went to the mackerel fisheries. We were promised an exclusive 12-mile limit that was an exclusive UK red line, but European vessels continue to be allowed to fish between the 6 to 12-mile limits. All of that has been very disappointing and very frustrating and in many ways reflected continuity with our experiences in the common fisheries policy." He continued, "UK fishermen feel very let down because there were a lot of promises made but very little has been delivered. Large parts of the fishing industry view this as a betrayal and a repeat of 1974 when big power politics comes into play. The UK needed a trade deal, the EU agreed but was contingent on giving way on fisheries and that's what happened.